Morning everyone, I'm Soph, these are my notes. Oh no, I burnt them. And often, when I'm in a group and someone mentions that they can smell burnt toast, someone else inevitably asks them if they're having a stroke. Sometimes with genuine concern, sometimes as a definitely hilarious and totally underused joke. This link between smelling burnt toast and having a stroke seems to be generally pretty well known, at least in my circles.
If you start to smell burning toast, you're having a stroke or overcooking your toast. If you wake up in a house.
So I wanted to make a video on it. And in doing the research for this video, I actually found out that it's a myth. Well, pretty much. Smelling something that isn't there is known as an olfactory hallucination, or science word, phantosmia. And it happens when our brain tells us that we're smelling something despite that smell not existing. The volatile compounds, the smell particles, they're not there for our nose to detect. A stroke occurs when parts of your brain have reduced blood flow, which causes brain cells in that area to die. This can happen because of a blood vessel blockage or a blood vessel bursting, for example. If you're having a stroke that happens to affect areas related to your sense of smell, for example, your olfactory cortex in your brain, then you could perhaps have phantosmia as a warning sign. But it really isn't common, and phantom smells should not be associated as a main warning sign that someone's having a stroke. The symptoms that are far more important to keep an eye out for, because they're way more common, can be summarised with the acronym BE-FAST. B. Do they show a loss of or change in their balance, and therefore their ability to walk or stand? E. Have they got any changes in their eyesight, like blurriness? Space. Nothing. This is a free space. F. Is their face drooping or numb? A. Are their arms weak or numb? Also, forgot to add, are they having difficulty raising either of their arms? S. Is their speech slurred or are they finding it difficult to speak? And T. Toast. Are they smelling? No, wait. T stands for time. If someone has any of these symptoms, it's time to call your emergency services number, whatever that is in your country, 999, 911, etc. So yeah, if you think someone might be having a stroke, be fast. And smelling toast is not a part of that. In fact, changes in smellability are more likely to be an after effect of a stroke than a warning sign that one is occurring. So if areas linked to smell in your brain are damaged by your stroke, then your sense of smell might be affected. Whether that's phantosmia, like I say, smelling something that isn't there, or parosmia, which is a distorted or weakened sense of smell. But going back to phantosmia, the smelling things that aren't there one, there are things that it is far more commonly linked to than strokes. It's a frequent symptom of temporal lobe seizures, a potential side effect of Parkinson's. It can be a part of someone's migraine aura, and can even be a hallucination experienced as part of schizophrenia. These are all brain-based causes, but there's something else that plays a role in smelling called your nose. This means that certain nasal issues can lead to phantosmia too, from chronic sinus infections to these things called nasal polyps, which are like soft, non-cancerous growths on the inside of your nose, and even congestion from allergies. Phantosmia also obviously came to the wider public's attention as a symptom of COVID, and it can present in different ways. It can be temporary or long-lasting, and it can smell like different things, though burning/smoky smells seem to be quite common. So, as you can smell, phantosmia, aka olfactory hallucinations, aka smelling something that isn't there, is far more likely to be a sign of something else than it is to be a sign of a stroke happening. The idea that it's a hallmark sign of an oncoming stroke is a myth, and it's a myth that has now been busted. Am I allowed to say that? I don't know if that has a copyright on it. That's it for now though, everyone. Do like this video if you like it, share it if you share it, subscribe if you subscribe it, and comment if burning toast being a symptom of an oncoming stroke is a myth that you've heard of, because it is to me, but I don't know if it is in the wider world. Otherwise, all that's left to say is thank you so much for watching, have a lovely day, and remember, if you're worried that someone might be having a stroke, be fast. Patrons, hello. Seeing all your names here is like a big warm hug. Thank you so much for your support, with a special hello to Dhruv and Puslius. The Phantom of the Osmia is here. Wow, that's really deep. The Phantom of the Osmia is here. That's better. The more you knows. Oh, wait, is that one key? Oh. We love a pride Pickingy. I've made that way worse. Wow. I'm so hot. That's the end. It's a short video. So short, end screen. End.